Hello, my angels, and welcome back to another video. To get right into today's topic, I really wanted to talk about my journey the last few months and how I have found content creation to be both fun and taxing, while also talking about my struggles with keeping up with all of my platforms. For starters, I have recently found that I love making thumbnails for videos. No, like seriously, it's so bad. And this is part of the process that I found surprisingly easy and even fun to come up with. But it's the other side you guys might not see, like coming up with the idea for a video, which I find to be one of the hardest processes about content creation. Mainly because I depend on my live streams from my Twitch to act as a means of creation, just because I struggle to come up with shorter videos of content. Especially when I feel like the topic has already been talked about so much. Not only am I struggling with making this content, I also have a hard time dealing with the low influx of people who are seeing these videos. And the problem doesn't solely lie with YouTube. It's on a few other platforms like TikTok as well. Seeing the numbers as a small creator who is just starting out could be a humbling experience to say the least. Because you always think as someone looking in from the outside that it can't be that hard to get recognized. But the sad reality is that it is. But to be honest, I haven't been consistent in my content making or when I push these YouTube videos out. So who knows? Maybe one day I can look back on this video and see all my growth that I've been able to do. But for now, it's a slow climb to the top. And while I have gained several followers in the last week or so, in my own mind, I thought I would be much farther than I am now. And honestly, it feels like I'm fighting against the platforms in order to get my content recognized. I feel like I'm doing everything all the creators are recommending, like using tags in my videos, not using tags in my videos, making good thumbnails, etc. But nothing seems to be paying out. I even created my own social media pages for my content and post whenever I have a new video out, instead of just saying that I'm going to be live. Sometimes it feels like I'm trying my best and doing what I can, but it's not getting me anywhere. And that could be so discouraging because a lot of the time I don't want to live stream. And sometimes I don't feel like making that video that I know that I should. And I haven't even hit a full year of consistency yet. And I'm not someone who can just push out content unless I feel like I have something to say on a certain topic. So it can really be a struggle for me to know what to talk about, especially when my content isn't really getting seen. I'm not saying this so you watch my video or take sympathy on me, but just so more people understand that it can be hard. The purpose of this video is to show new up-and-coming creators that growth can be hard, and that the reality is that your content probably won't be getting seen right away, which can make it hard to be consistent when it feels like you put hours in for one simple video and have it get no views. But as a creator, I have learned that everyone has their own niche and likes their own things, and that's okay. But sometimes as a creator, it feels like I'm having to traverse the ocean that is the internet forum in order to get my content seen, all in the hopes that a bigger ship will come along to pick me up. So it really is up to me on how patient I am with this process. I think this alone as a marketing strategy could help me grow when it comes to streaming games. Which leads me to my next point. I had no idea how much marketing went into creation when I started. I was under the assumption that I could just post a video and that it would get thousands of views regardless of the content. The hard truth is that marketing is just as hard as making the content itself. Because if you have no audience to view your content, then your video will just kind of sit there in YouTube's version of expanding space, and then just kind of slowly fade away. All of this can be really depressing for someone who had a certain idea of how things would go and how things have actually gone. But honestly, even if my videos aren't getting the audience I want, I see this time as a learning experience and how I am challenging myself to make harder edits and really pushing myself to make quality content over quantity content. As another creator put it, people stick to the same 3 meals at a restaurant with a long menu because they know it's something that they like, and it doesn't matter to them how good the other dishes might be. The same can be said about content. You stick with your YouTubers because you know you can trust them. They provide a safe community, so there's no reason to try something new. And that's okay as both a viewer myself and a content creator to understand. To finish off this video, at the end of the day, I'm really just trying to have fun making my videos and learning new tips and tricks to make my editing easier. And trying not to worry about the views that are coming in at the moment, which is also my advice to people who want to start making videos. Don't give up. Find something you want to talk about and talk about it. Learn new skills and have fun. And don't stress yourself if it doesn't go well for a while. And with that final notion brings the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed my take, and please subscribe, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below of the tips and tricks you have done that have helped you grow as a creator. Until next time, bye!